So today I am on a quest to explore the natural world and just to get outside and be in nature, which I think is a practice that we should all make time for in our lives, to go outside, to be in the natural world, to be away from our phones, to just be present to nature, because we are nature. We are the earth expressed as human beings, and so many of us are so disconnected from the natural world. We spend so much of our time inside of a box, inside of our houses, inside of walls, staring at a box, staring at the screens on our phones and our computers, working in a box inside a cubicle or an office, and driving inside of a boxcar. And we need to get outside of these boxes and these artificial structures and just come back to nature and be outside and remember that this is our home. This is where we come from. This is what we rely on for our life, for our food, for our water, for our air, for our heat, for space, for everything that we need comes from nature, which we are not separate from. And I find that when I go outside and I am in nature and I am connecting to the natural world, I start to remember this. I feel like it's teaching me lessons without words, without linear, logical type of teachings that we may be used to, but just by being in the environment of the natural world, I start to remember, I start to see the interconnection of everything and remember that I'm a part of this. So it's incredibly healing for me, and which is why today I am outside, or currently in my car, but about to go outside and take you on a journey with me to explore the forest. And I have this penny board here, which is a gift from a friend of mine, and I'm going to ride on this and cruise along on this road and find a path that I can venture off into the forest. This is the trail. It's a beautiful day to be outside. Nothing like being barefoot. So there's actually a practice in Japan known as Shinrin-Yoku, which is something that doctors actually prescribe to people. And Shinrin-Yoku translates as forest bathing, or taking in the forest atmosphere. And so for people that have anxiety, have depression, have stress, it's actually prescribed to go out in nature and connect with nature and just use your senses. So walk barefoot on the earth, to put your hands on a tree, to smell a flower, to breathe fresh air, to put your phone away and just be in the natural world. So that's what I'm doing here, is walking in this beautiful nature trail and taking you with me on this journey. And I have a secret trail. So I like to come through here to this spot that I like to just meditate in and have some privacy, have some time to just connect to nature. See this beautiful cedar, which is another thing. I love learning about the plants out here and being able to have a deeper connection to my environment by knowing what's edible, what's medicinal, and how I can use different plants. And here it is. Here's my spot, and more evergreen huckleberries here as well. And also an incredible view of the water. I don't think the light settings I have on this camera are gonna quite translate, but out there is an amazing view of the Puget Sound, and here I have this area where I can just stand and be. So I like to ground in, feel my feet on the earth, feel the soil, feel the ground, feel the grounding effect of having my bare feet on the earth, and then just stand and breathe. And allow my mind to quiet, allow myself to just listen to the sounds of the forest. And as I do this, I allow my mind to slow down and allow my senses to open up. So I'm just here with no rush, no goal, no desire to have a certain thing. I'm just open and just receiving and seeing what I see, hearing what I hear, and just being present to the moment that I'm experiencing, being in touch with nature. And so this is one of my favorite practices to do, is to just go outside, to be by myself, or with company is great too, but by myself it's more connecting. It's just me and the forest, and just seeing what appears to me in my experience. And one of the things that I remember when I'm out here is that this is the real world. We spend so much time inside, on our phones, involved in our social world with our social roles, and I think we can get so caught up in that we forget we're human beings of the earth. We are not just these social identities living within this society with all of our social problems, but we're also natural beings. We are human beings, and we are connected to our environment. So I really start to remember that when I'm out here, that this is the real world, and it's something that I am a part of. It's something that we're all a part of, and something I think we desperately need to reconnect with, because the health of us as human beings depends on the health of the natural world. What makes us healthy is the food we eat, the air we breathe, the water we drink, the shelter that we have, and that's directly tied to our environment. So if we are eating natural, whole, healthy foods from nature, we're going to be healthier. But if all of the food in nature is sprayed with pesticides or is deficient in minerals and nutrients from the way that it's grown, that's going to directly affect our health. If all the water that we drink is polluted with chemicals and industrial waste, and that's what's going into our bodies, we're going to get sick. If all of the air we breathe is polluted with industrial fumes and different waste gases, then that's going to affect our health too. So our health is tied to the health of the environment, and I don't think that we're going to really prioritize the health of the environment until we can wake up to this fact that we are the environment, that we are nature, that there isn't a separation between us in our social world, in our society, and the natural world that we have built this society on. So I really start to rediscover that when I'm here in the forest, because everything here is existing together. The trees, the plants, they're all connected to the soil, connected to the mycelium and the fungi that's connecting them, connected to the sun and the weather, and everything is sharing this environment. And when I'm here, I see that, I feel that, and I feel that I'm a part of it. And that's something I think we can forget so easily when we are in society, when we're in, especially if you live in the city, or if you just spend all of your time inside or on the phone. It's so easy to get in your mind and in your social problems and concerns, and it can be incredibly healing and awakening to spend more time outside, to connect to nature, to go on a hike, go for a walk, wake up and go for a walk, even just around your neighborhood, and just realize that you're on the earth, and start to remember this and feel this and orient to the world from this awareness of the natural world. So forest bathing is an incredible practice for doing that. And I really just want to invite you to do that in this video. I think I have a raccoon back there somewhere. There's a lot of raccoons that come out here in the day at this park. Something scurrying back there. But oh, now I'm curious. Anyways, get outside, connect with nature, go for a walk, be barefoot, breathe the fresh air. Don't spend all of your time on your phone. Make time each day, ideally, but at least like once a week, to just go outside with no phone, with no agenda, to just go for a walk and take in the environment. And I can guarantee you, your mental health will significantly improve as a result of it.